Former America's Most Wanted host weighs in on the potential whereabouts of Brian Laundrie in the developing Gabby Petito case. Callahan Walsh, the son of John Walsh & Co., host of In Pursuit with John Walsh, believes the late Gabby Petito was in a domestically abusive relationship with fiancé Brian Laundrie, who is still missing. Callahan, a child advocate for the National Center for Missing Exploited Children, NCMEC, told Fox News that police should have handled things differently when they responded to 2 emergency calls about Gabby and Brian fighting. When law enforcement showed up, they didn't have that information of the caller saying they had seen Brian assaulting Gabby, Walsh said. Mistakes were absolutely made. Were those mistakes made intentionally? No. Law enforcement works off of, especially law enforcement officers out in the field. They're working on the information that they get. When the police show up, it's a scary situation. People are nervous. Gabby Petito, dive teams arrive at Carlton Reserve and search for Brian Laundrie. Live updates. Walsh said Gabby, 22, and Brian's tumultuous relationship was evident though. There were multiple accounts from multiple different witnesses that there was some sort of abuse going on between them. Who the aggressor was, that line blurs sometimes in domestic disputes, he explained. However, I know Gabby's friends have come forward and at detailed times where Brian has been very jealous, aggressive and stole Gabby's ID so she couldn't go out with her friends and did other strange things as well, Walsh added. The fact that this guy has this history of domestic abuse, that their relationship was really in an unstable place and then this ultimately happens. It's such a cautionary tale for anybody that's in a relationship like that. Walsh is also convinced Brian, 23, is responsible for Gabby's death. Her body was found in a camping area within Grand Teton National Park, Wyoming, on September 19, and the coroner's initial report indicated Gabby's manner of death was a homicide. Brian Laundrie argued in Wyoming restaurant hours before Gabby Petito vanished. Eyewitnesses the fact that Hess remained silent. Hess gone on the run. Hess done everything to show his guilt and nothing to prove his innocence, Walsh pointed out. His parents aren't cooperating with law enforcement. It's painting a bad picture. I think everybody in the country right now can say, almost without a doubt, that they believe Brian is responsible for this. John R. and Callahan Walsh, L., are dedicating some of their show In Pursuit with John Walsh to the homicide of Gabby Petito. Brian's parents told authorities they'll ask law on September 14. He was headed to the Carlton Reserve in Sarasota, Florida, with a backpack. Brian shows up at his home without his fiancée. Why are his parents not asking him questions? And if they're asking him these questions, then why are they not relaying that information to law enforcement? He wondered. These are things that law enforcement is desperate to know, and Gabby's family is desperate to find out as well. Park ranger urged Gabby Petito to distance herself from toxic relationship with Brian Laundrie. Report says Walsh suggests it might be a stretch to charge Brian's parents with aiding and abetting because, as of Wednesday, Laundrie is still considered just a person of interest. Brian returned alone to Florida from he and Gabby's cross-country van trip on September 1. On September 11, the Petito family reported her missing after not hearing from her since late August. There are no charges against him, so when he was at home, when his parents were helping him, which in my mind is without a doubt they were helping him, he was not a wanted fugitive. Therefore, they were not aiding and abetting a wanted fugitive. They were just helping their son. So we'll see what comes down the line, Walsh said. Click here to get the Fox News app. But he clarified, what Brian's parents are doing is not right. They should be working with law enforcement. They should be telling them everything they know about what their son has been up to when they last saw him or what they spoke about. In Pursuit with John Walsh airs Wednesdays at 10/9C on IDN Streams on Discovery.